wa Makueni, Mheshimiwa Mwana Maanzo, si tupigie makofi. Asante.
Baitu mwasio kiwoni kicho mundi. I want to be very brief. Nundu neuga kana kuna projects siasa la ilwe na imani ngo in that 2014-2016 na you have an oversight team. Itongwe with Madam Linda Kioko. Please stand up. So Madam Linda Kioko has a very lean staff, and we are hoping that more money will be brought for oversight so that I can hire a little bit of ambulances and adolangimen around so that they can help me with the oversight. So, but the governor and the rest of the county team, this team will be visiting all these old projects and completed ones. Unfortunately, but the governor, you know, you have to, government enjoys perpetual succession. So you have to bear the sins of the previous government. So we are going to go around the county and make sure that we identify these particular projects, so that then by the next public participation we can take a stock. And I believe it is our desire that they get completed, and that is part of the work I do to oversight and then to make sure enough resources come to the county. But once Banamuteti, the chairman, you know, you have heard that from the expert of finance, that the wage bill is high because of levies. Unfortunately, there is another very bad law being brewed at the National Assembly right now, and most probably it's going to come to Senate. I'll do my level best to fight it, but I can assure you, for us to sort out this matter completely, we need a new government. This one will not stop messing it up. From Makueni County to get 10 billion shillings, the solution is a new government. Now you nundu wanwangine we matasike kamba you niona kindu ketweleke ile ata maundu maitho gabantu. Please encourage those who have turned 18 years to take a voting card, to take an ID card, to take a voting card. You are the professionals. I am aware that many people did not vote. 7 million Kenyans did not vote because they were very annoyed with the presidential candidates who are presented. So next time we are going to make sure we present a votable candidate, 2027, to sort out some of these problems. Now, I'm sure the governor will address some of the issues. I really want to limit myself to what I'm supposed to do. One of the biggest problems in Makueni, and I've had it here, is the human-wildlife conflict. Compensation is a serious problem for people who have been killed by elephants, for where plants have been destroyed and things like that. And one of the biggest problems has been these conservationists who are our neighbors in Makueni. They're actually the ones who allow these elephants to come to Makueni and kill people. So the last time we talked to Bwana Mutua, we realized most of them are unlicensed and they actually operate illegally. He promised to do something within a month, but unfortunately has never done anything. Again, we need a new government. So the compensation, you know, KWS works with that. You have to fill in some forms, some medical reports here and there, and the county government partners with the national government of that particular one to sit through. So we really need to push them so that they can compensate as much as possible. The little money which was brought to Makueni was really paltry by our two ministers from our community. The one who we chased away and even this one who have come, both of them seem to have very little idea on how heavy this matter is. It needs a serious budget from the government, and because the budgeting cycle is beginning now, then we're going to push the National Assembly to make sure serious monies are allocated so that compensation must be done. The other one is the PPPs. You know, most of these things we are suggesting can only be achieved with the county government partners with other organizations, so that we could have private public partnerships, and a lot of agendas could be pushed. Lastly, on the PWDs and the youth. You know, I discovered this problem is very big when we summoned the national minister in charge of this, when we were dealing with the issue of compensation of the 1998 bombing victims. You know, 6,000 people got disabled here in Nairobi when an American interest was attacked by terrorists. And everybody is actually a candidate for PWD. There's no one who can say they will never be disabled. I saw people who used to have eyes, no longer had eyes. People who had faces totally disconfigured. People operating on one eye and they used to have two eyes. And their lives completely inconvenienced for the last 23 years or so. The good news is that a few weeks ago I was in the United States. We need to amend a law in the Senate and Congress to include Kenya as one of the beneficiaries of the terrorist fund, where victims can be compensated. Without that, having won 3,316 suits successfully in the US, worth 7 trillion shillings, actually our budget. Without that amendment, which I'm really working on before April, that money will not come to Kenya so that these people can be compensated. So when we ask them what is the policy on people with disability and why these people have never been taken care of for so many years, there is really no idea. You know, the Constitution is not clear whether PWDs are devolved or a national function. But for the law which exists there, PWDs should actually be taken care of at the national level. So what the governor has been doing, or the counties have been doing, is through the CTTI training fund, accommodate PWDs for training and for things like that. But otherwise, there is no devolved budget. This is a national issue, and the national government should seriously take care of it. And I think, since it has been so difficult over the last years for PWDs to be taken care of, in fact, someone came to meet Sakaja here after their suits were confiscated in the streets, and I met them there. One of them talked to me in Kikamba, so I gave them some 10,000 for tea after their demonstration. As soon as I left outside, just outside Sakaja's office, they were tear gassed. You can imagine somebody in a wheelchair be tear gassed. Again, we need a new government to deal with the matter of PWDs. So this is a very serious matter. I've heard and we will follow it up. I have a big challenge as a senator. I do everything which pertains me as a senator to make sure that our national government projects like Ithroka Dam and Konza City are taken care of. And I can assure you, kekatiba PS Muya, Ithroka Dam in the Abin Giwatene. PS Muya, Mugode copy. Asante sana. Asante sana PS Muya. And thank you very much for the invitation.
Asante, tupigie mheshimiwa makofi. Sasa namwalika naibu wa gavana wa Makueni, Excellency Lucy Mulili akuja apatiane hotuba. Tumpigie makofi.